What's up, y'all? This your girl Amani B of Brooklyn, New York, representing Intensieri, Beeve Entertainment Enterprises, and Made Capital Corp. And you're tuned into Spark 95.0 Radio with DJ Allspark, the best place where you find informational advice, the funny convos, and a wide selection of music for the young and the wise.
This is L. Jones of Los Angeles, California, representing Elevate Now Multimedia and Lifestyle brand. You're listening to Spark 95.0 Radio with Qualities on the Tuesday Talk with Quality show, where entertainment, real talk, and inspiration collide. Stay tuned because you will be inspired, empowered, and ready to elevate.
Mike, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I live? Microphone check 1 2. You know I had to do that method, man. Like the ladies find that sexy when you do. They like. They find that knowing the strength. Like I'm not lying. Like fellas, when you have a lady, are you trying to choose a female to be a lady? Look in her eyes. While you just talking, just be talking about just something in general, and just go. I'm telling you, that's gonna turn them on. That's just one of my. That's one of my tips. You know, I'm not going display all of my tips, but that's one of them. You know, when you talking to them, what if it's on the phone? You know, even on the phone, they get turned up by that. You know, every once in a while, don't do it so often. You know, like you got like a 2-inch gap in your teeth or something like that. But every once in a while, just be like, they be like, that shit is sexy. But anyway, I'm back on live. Sorry for all of my dedicated listeners that I normally call on at 10, but things happen. I'd rather go on late than to cancel. Put it like that, right? Because I had said in my last show, I said, yo, how you going to be dedicated? How you going to do something but then you're not dedicated to that. you know. So that's why I was like, I'd rather go on late, you know, than to not go on at all. So yeah, we live again, back in the house, you know, doing my thing, like always. And the topic of the show is what a good man want in a woman, you know? And that's something that we all desire. Good men want certain things in a good woman. And you listen to Tuesday Talk of Qualities on Spark 95 Pono Radio, the best combos worldwide, baby. But I felt like this topic was relevant because um, it is a lot of good men out here. You know, despite what you think, despite what the world think, despite what individuals think, it is a lot of good men out here. Um, and we are overrated. Or if I say we, that means that I'm saying that I'm a good man too. But right, I'll rephrase that. Uh, Good men are overrated, and that's something that's being talked about in the community. Um, and we do exist. Well, no, I said we, so I'm saying I'm a good man. Okay, they do exist. So we want to just give respect to those good men out there, because they do a lot. They take care of their family, they take care of their kids. If they don't have children, they take care of themselves. They take care of their moms. Um, they take care of people in their family. Um, they do charity work. They do global work. They inspirational speakers. It's a lot. It's a lot. And at the end of the day, a good man is a leader because a good man knows his position in life, and he encourages others to do better. No matter who they are, they could be a friend. They could be a lover. They could be a family member. They can be a coworker. They could be an admirer. They could be a stalker. It goes many different ways. So I felt like I wanted to do this show tonight because, it was random, something random, but it's something that on my blog that I get from a lot of men, that say that, every woman want a good man, but they overlook them, or the post that's on social media, it's always saying what a good man should be, what a good man should do, or there's no good man out there, or they always bashing men. So I just wanted to do this show based on that, because that is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100. It is a fact. I got dogged out, a few times. So I understand what they're saying. And when you talking about a good person, you're not talking about just a jiver. You're not talking about just a jiver, or a sex or anything like that. It's the individual. It's the individual that take it as what it is. It's the individual that take it as what it is. You got good men, you got bad men. You got good women, you got bad women, And just don't brainwash yourself and be a fool to think that just because, it's a certain sex that they all bad. Don't fool yourself like that, because you're just gonna become a slave of society, or you're gonna become a slave of your experience, and you don't want to do that. So it's good people everywhere. It's good people everywhere. It's good people. It's good black people. It's good white people. It's good Asian people. It's good Spanish people. It's good Middle Easterns. It's good Canadians. It's good Europeans. It's just the individual. It's the individual at hand, you know. And just don't get stuck on that, because I don't get stuck on that, because it was certain parts in my life when I was down and out that people that helped me out, that I thought at one point that they wouldn't, because they was a certain type. And once they did help me out, that changed my whole perspective. This is why who I am today, because I don't still live in a cradle that I was raised in, when I was a child. I experienced life, I explored life, so I wanted to bring this to you. So anyway, let me get off of that Oprah Winfrey, off of that Dr. Phil's type shit. I was compared to Dr. Phil's. I was compared to Dr. Phil's and Oprah Winfrey. So you want to sponsor the show, jump on board. Jump on board, you want to sponsor the show because it's relevant and it's popping. It's like 90,000 people worldwide listening. So it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good. It's popping. So let me jump into the topic. So it is, what a good man wants, what a good man want in a woman. And basically, I can give my little, caliber, but speaking for me, I think that first of all, a good man don't want to be compared to every other man. That's I hate that, and I use the word hate in a fashionable statement, in a reliable statement, rather not a fashionable, but a reliable. I don't like to be compared to another man. I'm my own individual, and if I'm into a female, I'm not gonna compare her to my ex. I'm gonna look to see what she has, her qualities, herself individually, and then I'm gonna base it off of that. I'm not gonna compare her to my past. I'm not gonna compare her to the women that's showing a body on social media and showing their boobs and showing their butts and all that, like they relevant, That's for those bucket dudes, So, I compare that. I compare her to how she is, not to my past and not to society. And if she can't, live up to that, if she have similarities, to certain characteristics, then I take it from there, But I'm not gonna just judge her offhand. So that's one thing. That's one thing that I feel that a good man, don't want. He don't want to be judged to the average man or any other man. I feel another thing is he don't want to be compared to he don't want to be compared to the past, a woman's past, what she's been through, how her parents raised her, you know, um, you know, what she, suffers from or anything like that. I think that's another thing. Another thing is that I feel that, a good man will want a woman that has dreams, have goals, have a future, somebody that he can build off of, not only as him having his own dreams and goals, but also she having her own dreams and goals to where that make them much better. You know, um, I have a thing within me, and I'm just using this as an example. Um, I don't. I find that I'm really goal stricken. You know, I don't feel just because where I'm at now is where I need to stay and be. So I find that's like a pet peeve of me. So I feel like if I'm a good man and she's a good woman, I feel like I don't want to be um I don't want to be confined. I don't want to be confined because I feel like I can conquer the world. I feel like I can conquer the world, and if I was with a woman, she had to be either two things. Either she had to be just like me, like she can conquer the world, and not feel like, oh, just because she have a 9 to 5, she's gonna die like that. I found that in my history and in my past, that's become a problem with me because I feel like I've grown a lot of women because they have a 9 to 5, they don't have no goals, they just eating to live, living is the crap, I ain't want to say the other word, you know, and that's it. Like that's all they want, But then they admire, all of these other women that's work countless hours, don't matter how many children they have, had, don't matter, if they got divorced or they, kid's father never been there or their father wasn't there or their mother didn't treat them right. They never use that as an excuse. So either you can be the 9 to 5 type of woman, but just don't get in my way. Just don't try to stop me from what I'm doing. You know, that's one, if you're a 9 to 5er and you don't have no goals or nothing like that. But then that's going to still be like a kind of like turn off to me if you don't have any goals. Another thing is, you can have goals, but let's have the same goals. Let's have goals that's going to encourage each other. Let's have goals that's going to move each other forward. I'm all for, supporting, the woman in my life, the woman or whatever. But, just have that much energy that I have in you into yourself. You know, don't look at me to be that one that boosts your energy. Have that energy already. You know, I'm not, you're not my dog, you're not my cat. I don't have to like walk you and take you out and stuff like that. Have that own energy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I had that experience before several times, and I don't want that. You know, be goal stricken. Just because you can have a good 9 to 5, you can have a 9 to 5 that you don't like, but have your own dreams. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Just don't settle and just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna just be this slave on a plantation level and just die unhappy." That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Another thing that I feel that good men want in a woman is you have to support us. You have to be supportive, and I'm not going to reveal my age and all that. I'm not gonna do that. I look much younger than my age, so I'm not gonna reveal my age. But I feel that you know, support us. Support if you have a good man, support him.